Hello class, this is the mock exam review for Electrical Engineering Fundamentals for 2016-20. We're on question number 23, which is a multiple choice question, but during this questioning I will try to explain the reason behind the solution to the problem. The question reads, the typical, which means the normal, turn-on voltage for a silicon forward-based PN junction is. There are many key words. One is silicon, because there is a difference between silicon and the other popular material, germanium. Forward bias is very important because you have two options, forward bias and reverse bias. And this is also important too, PN. P is one type of material, N is another type of material. P-type is when there's an excess of holes in the material, and N is when there's an excess of electrons in the material. This is what creates a PN junction. So, in order to get the current to flow through the PN junction, you have to apply an energy potential of 0.7 volts. This is the typical turn-on voltage. We know for a fact that the turn-on voltage is not ideal, that what happens is that it will turn on around 0.7 volts. But for all practical purposes, we can assume that the turn-on voltage is 0.7 volts for the practical model for the diode and also for the ideal model for the diode. Okay, going to question number 24. Which of the following diodes are used for regulating power supplies? In the chapter for diodes, we studied many different types of diodes. The problem from question number 23 deals with a small signal diode or a rectifier diode. There are other types of diodes that are used for different jobs. And we're talking about the diode that's used for regulating power supplies. And we learned that the Zener diode, and this is the symbol for the Zener diode, is used for regulating power supplies because the Zener diode is designed to be operated in the reverse bias mode, and they come with a Zener voltage which you can select from a list of options. So for example, if the Zener diode is designed to regulate voltage at 1.5 volts, what you would do is you would put the Zener diode in series with your load, and up to a certain limit, the voltage across the load will maintain at 5.1 volts, even though the voltage may be changing before the load. So the output will be a steady 5.1 volts, and we say that is a regulated voltage. So that is the job of the Zener diode. While I'm here, I might as well explain to you what the job of a LED is. This is the symbol for the LED. Regular diode symbol. However, you have some arrows leading out, which means that it emits light. And there are different colors for LEDs. And then recently there have been a lot of LEDs that have been used for lights itself. We call them high intensity LEDs. And then you have the photodiode. The photodiode is a detector of light. It uses the same principle, but as you can see, the arrows are pointing in, which means that when light hits the material, then the diode will try to conduct. So there is a turn-on light intensity for the diode. Thank you.